The announcement today is going to transform the economic landscape of Huntsville, Madison County, and frankly, the Tennessee Valley. I promise you, you'll be glad that you were here to take the time to hear this announcement. When big projects like this come to be, there's no one individual or organization that makes it happen. It takes a team approach, and that transcends geographic lines to bring it to life. And it is in that spirit of collaboration that I want to offer and recognize all the representatives from local and state entities who are partners in bringing this announcement to you today. If you would, please hold your applause until I've completed and recognized our partners for this economic growth. This is a long list. And it really underscores the power of when people come together in agreement and they work together for a common cause, what can be accomplished. First of all, we have with us the Alabama Governor, Robert Bentley, Alabama Department of Commerce Secretary Greg Canfield, City of Huntsville Mayor Tommy Battle, Chairman of Madison County Commission Dale Strong, newly appointed Chair, the Tennessee Valley Authority, Mr. Joe Rich. Congratulations, Joe. Limestone County Commission Chairman Stanley Menifee, Morgan County Commission Chairman Ray Long, and the City of Athens Mayor Ronnie Marks, and President and CEO of the North Alabama Industrial Development Association, Tate Godfrey. We also recognize these entities for their contributions: Huntsville Utilities, the Huntsville International Airport, the Industrial Development Board of the City of Huntsville, and the Alabama Industrial Development Training, better known as AIDT. From our state legislative delegation who assist in economic development efforts, we have Senator Arthur Orr, Senator Bill Holtzclaw, Senator Paul Sanford, Representative Jim Peterson, Representative Mac McCutcheon, Representative Mike Ball, Representative Phil Williams, Representative Laura Hall, and Representative Howard Sandiford. I'd also like to recognize special guests with us today: the First Lady of Alabama, Diane Bentley, Congressman Mo Brooks, the City of Madison Mayor Troy Trulock, and Governor Bentley's Chief of Staff, David Perry. The recruitment of this project in our region was made possible by the support of 3 counties and 2 cities in North Alabama, and at this time I'm going to recognize each of their elected officials. From Morgan County, we have Jeff Clark, Randy Vest, Don Stisher, and Greg Abercrombie. From Limestone County, we have Gary Daly, Steve Turner, Bill Latimer, and Ben Harrison. And from Madison County, we have Roger Jones, Steve Haraway, Eddie Sisk, Phil Vandiver, Phil Riddick, and Bob Harrison. From the City of Athens, we have Chris Siebert, Harold Wales, Jimmy Gill, Joe Cannon, and Wayne Harper. And from the City of Huntsville, we have Richard Showers Sr., Mark Russell, John Olszewski, Bill Kling, and Will Culver. Please join me in giving each of these our warm welcome. Now we will hear from the Alabama Commerce Secretary Greg Canfield, who is the state's lead economic developer since joining Governor Bentley's cabinet in 2011.
Thank you, Huntsville, and thank you, Madison County. It's a great day to be in Alabama. It's a great day to be in Huntsville, and it's a great day to be in Madison County. You know, great projects and the companies behind those great projects represent rare opportunities indeed. This project is one of those rare projects that don't come along very often. They're highly sought after, they're highly competitive, they're represented by great companies who have great brands that are recognized not just regionally, not just nationally, but internationally. They are the types of companies that people know in each and every household across the nation. The state of Alabama, through the Department of Commerce, began a process in the spring of 2013 under the direction of Governor Robert Bentley, who asked that we be engaged in a strategic process to engage a company in a sector that represents a new sector in advanced manufacturing for the state of Alabama. A company in an industry that is highly sought after across the Southeast and the Southwest United States. We began a process by building the team at the state level. And for that, I want to thank our traditional team partners who assist the Department of Commerce in each and every way as we engage in important projects across the state of Alabama. I want to specifically, for this particular project, thank Patrick Murphy of the Alabama Power Company. He's a little outside of his service territory today, but he played a lead role in helping make a very important contact that was made initially by a member of our own team and our senior project manager, Mr. Pete Shaw, who led the effort in this regard. I also want to thank my good friend, Tate. Thank you, Tate Godfrey, for your assistance as well. Taylor Williams of Power South was very important in this process, as were our friends at EDPA. And a special thanks to a gentleman not normally of our team, but who played a very critical role in helping us have a warm introduction to this important company. And that's Mr. Jim Porter. So Jim, thank you very much. In August of 2013, 9 sites from 9 Alabama counties were introduced to this company as possible sites in their site selection process that was engaged involving 24 states across this great nation. They very quickly narrowed it down to Huntsville, Alabama, and to a building that they, once they had the opportunity to visit, felt could be home for their latest expansion. This latest expansion is an important expansion for this company, and you'll hear about that more. I think that this company chose the state of Alabama because we were the right state. We had the right business climate. We were and are a right-to-work state. We had the right technically skilled workforce available to do the work for this company. We had the right building so that they could come in and begin their project as quickly as possible to meet their expansion needs to become as productive as soon as practical. And we are a state that is strongly supportive of the Second Amendment right to bear arms. It is my great pleasure to present the company behind this great project that is not only the U.S.'s oldest manufacturer of firearms, but also the oldest continuously operating manufacturer in the United States, now to be located in Huntsville, Alabama, in their latest expansion project. It is with great pleasure to welcome to the stage Mr. George Colatitis, the CEO of Remington Arms.
Wow. Thank you, Alabama. As Secretary, thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'm George Colatitis, the CEO of the Remington Outdoor Company. Today is a historic day for us. As the Secretary mentioned, we are America's oldest manufacturer and oldest gun company. And we're proud to be here with Alabama, the state that put man on the moon. A lot of folks came together to make this happen, specifically from Huntsville, Madison, and the state. But something that I learned as we started to do business and work together to pull this great project together is the Alabama state motto. I think it's a motto that says it all. We dare defend our rights.
Yes, sir.
Since Remington's founding in 1816, American soldiers have been on the battlefield with Remington products, defending our rights. Alabama, too, has a rich tradition of supporting our military and defending America. Some great examples of that. Alabama National Guard is the 6th in the country, yet it has the highest per capita participation rate of any state in the United States. Remington is also at home, as hopefully many of you here know, in the field, on the range, or defending our families. Always first in the field, we bring the finest quality firearms and ammunition to America's hunters, shooters, and outdoorsmen. From duck blinds to deer stands, from the range to trap and skeet, Remington is part of the American fabric. That rich sporting heritage goes hand in glove with Alabama's 22 million acres of timberland, 775,000 acres of wildlife management, and a long tradition of hunting and shooting. However, passion for the outdoors, staunch support for our military are not the only values linking Remington to Alabama. We have a proud history supporting, no fighting, for individual freedoms. It's a heritage we share with Alabama. Again, we dare defend our rights. But I think here in Alabama, and for us at Remington, it's an ethos. It speaks to the responsibility that comes with those rights. We have a duty to America. We have a duty to our sporting tradition. We have a duty to our partnership with law enforcement and the U.S. military, which dates all the way back to 1816 to helping defend those rights. It's a call to action that deeply resonates with Americans, with Remington, and now here in our new home, Alabama. Individual freedoms and God-given rights are the basis for what this country was founded on. The leaders of this great state, the people of this great state, understand that. Yet, electing and selecting a partner was not an easy task for us. It takes more than just a motto to pick a new partner for the next 200 years. So we undertook a very rigorous process examining labor, quality of life, business climate, and of course, pro-gun policies. Huntsville won hands down. In addition to being everything we needed in all those categories, it had a phenomenal home for us in an existing facility, which allows us to hit the ground running day one, and we plan to do that starting today. On this journey, we plan to create more than 2,000 jobs in Huntsville over the next decade, which is going to be essential to filling demand for our existing and new products. We've watched our company grow rapidly from 2,400 employees as recently as 2008 to 4,200 employees as of the other day. That's a 5-year, 75% increase. We're also very proud and don't want to leave out our dedicated employees across 13 other states. But our existing footprint and workforce cannot sustain that level of growth, and so we bring that growth here to Alabama. So with that, I'll conclude, and I want to make a couple of thanks. Governor Bentley, Secretary Canfield, Mayor Battle, Chamber of Commerce, CEO Cherry, the Huntsville City Council, Madison and Limestone County Commissioners, and all of Alabama, along with Jim Porter, who really did have a big hand in getting this off the dime and making this project happen. I want to thank you all. God bless America. God bless Alabama. God bless Remington. Thank you.
Remington, welcome to Huntsville, Alabama. 24 states made offers to entice you to come to their state. And I know many of these were good offers for this great company, but you chose Alabama, and we want to thank you for that. You know, yesterday afternoon, I received a call from my good friend, Governor Rick Perry of Texas. And he congratulated me on Alabama being able to secure Remington for Huntsville, Alabama. And he said that he wished that Remington had decided to come to Texas. But since they did not decide to come to Texas, he was happy that they were coming to the great state of Alabama. Now, what makes Alabama a perfect fit for Remington? What makes us a perfect fit? First, we are and have been for a long time, and will continue to be, a very pro-business state. We also have a very cooperative spirit for economic recruitment in this state, and you can see that by what and the people that we have here today. The state works very closely with all of our local entities in economic development. I think that's very important. Alabama is a very conservative state, one that believes strongly in the rights that we have guaranteed in our Constitution. Two particular parts of that Constitution I think are very important. The 10th Amendment, which guarantees our power as states, and the Second Amendment, which guarantees everyone's right to arm themselves. Comes the enjoyment of so many in this state, of moms and dads who teach their boys and girls the sport of hunting. We also are a state that honors and respects our military. We serve our country in large numbers. We serve in the active military, we serve in the reserves, and we serve in our National Guard. Almost 9% of the people who live in our state are veterans, while only 1% of our state and the nation serve in the military. So Remington, this is why you will be welcomed in Alabama. Now, why will you prosper? What your company has to do. You will prosper because the people we will train and the ones you will hire will be the best workers you will find anywhere in the world. So, Mr. Chairman, thank you for your investment and Remington's investment in making Alabama your home. Today is the beginning of a long partnership, and I am proud to be here today to give you a small token so that you will always be reminded of our state. George, come up here. This is a token of the Great Seal of Alabama. Well, I've got to talk. And what I want to say is every time you look at this, you will always remember that we said today, welcome to Sweet Home, Alabama.
You know, the fact is, this is just going to be a great investment and a partnership for our community and for this region at large. We're just looking forward to it. This is truly a great day. Frankly, there's a lot of people who've worked hard to make this announcement come true. So now at this time, we are going to hear from Mayor Tommy Battle, who will share with us what he envisions this means to our city and to this region. Join me in welcoming Mayor Tommy Battle.
Let me echo the governor's comments. Welcome to Huntsville, Alabama. We are so glad to have Remington here. This is Remington country, and we are glad to have Remington in this place. Saturday, our local newspaper ran a poll asking about the approval or disapproval of Remington coming here. Remington won with 97% of the vote. Now, George, I don't know about you, but I don't ever get close to 97% of the vote with Mrs. Battle. But that is an unheard of number of people supporting a company coming to this area and being a partner with us. Being a long-term partner who provides for Huntsville, Alabama, provides for North Alabama, provides for a 14-county area across the North Alabama area and all the way into South Tennessee. To our partners who are sitting here, Limestone County, Athens, Morgan County, I want to say thank you for the great partnership. To the partnership we had with Madison County, thank you for that great partnership, because this would have never happened without these partners who are in place. And to the partners who are sitting on the City Council of the City of Huntsville, thank you, because your partnership means that we're able to carry through and we're able to make this dream of ours become a reality. George, we look forward to great things from you. We look forward to great things from Remington. Today I was sitting on the internet and I was going to Remington on the internet, and before I could get off I'd spent $87, so there's your stimulus. That's your stimulus package for today when you see those sales tax numbers up. But further, we want to say this. We will promise to Remington one thing, and this is a conversation that we had all the way along. We will promise to Remington one of the best advanced manufacturing facilities that they will find in the world. Huntsville, Alabama, North Alabama is now being known for advanced manufacturing, high-tech manufacturing. With the likes of the industries that we have here, we now have the exclamation mark on what we can do in advanced manufacturing. And that is a great thing for this community. So George, we promise you a great workforce, a highly trained, highly skilled workforce. We also promise you a great quality of life for all those who come here and to settle here and who work with you. And we also promise you a great place that you can make a profit. Something very important. Thank you for coming to us.
Governor Bentley, Mayor Battle, Secretary Canfield, members of the Alabama legislature, the Madison County Commission, the Huntsville City Council, and leaders from all over Alabama. Today I welcome you. I also want to welcome the Remington Firearms family to Sweet Home, Alabama. Governor, I agree with you. I had to plug in Sweet Home, Alabama, because that's where we're bringing it to a great community that believes in what you're producing, and our workforce will make you proud. More than 8 months ago, a process called Project Traveler began. This process included proposals and communications from more than 20 states competing for these jobs. Project Traveler, now better known as the best kept secret in the history of Madison County, soon revealed themselves to be the Remington Corporation. Many months of calls and proposals ended with a visit from George and Corey and the entire team, and I can tell you that it was some great times there. We've enjoyed this process. It's been good, and I'll promise you, you've got a great team here that has brought you here. You look back, George, this team, what y'all have done has been phenomenal. The process that you've placed us through, the state of Alabama, that once we could show exactly what this community has to offer, and what we have to offer would seal the deal. As we toured the facility and you look around and everything that we have to offer, we could see it would meet their needs today and for many years in the future. That visit ended with a handshake agreement between George and Governor Bentley after a dinner right here on the courthouse square. Our community has been called on before, and we have answered that call. Our engineering and advanced manufacturing workforce put a man on the moon, equips our warfighter with the most advanced technology, and builds quality automotive engines, telecommunication equipment, and pharmaceuticals that are used all over the world. Today, we answer that call again. Today, we welcome a new family member, a family member that will soon be the third largest private employer in our county. Remington Firearms has a rich heritage of more than 198 years providing America with the best firearms made anywhere in the world. In the coming months, our engineers and manufacturing workforce will increase productivity for Remington as they begin production. And I will take great pride that these products will be built in Madison County, Alabama, in the United States of America by American workers. Today, George and the entire Remington family, on behalf of the 343,000 people that have chosen to live, work, play, and raise their family in Madison County, Alabama, we welcome you and your entire Remington family to Sweet Home, Alabama, and look forward to another 200 years producing the highest quality firearms in the world. It is a true honor to serve as chairman of the Madison County Commission, and it's without reservation that I tell you that Madison County and the state of Alabama's best days are still ahead. Thank you for being here today.